Kira, are you alright?
Honestly, I'm not great.
I see. Then it is fortunate I came along.
I think so too. This feeling gets worse the closer we get to Elom.
Everything about Elom is unpredictable. Will you two be alright?
What Kira is experiencing is unusual, but there's no cause for worry. Not yet, at least.
Besides, we really shouldn't pass up a chance to figure out what's happening with us. When you came back from Elom, Scourge and I both got this weird feeling, like we just uncovered a memory. It's unclear, but familiar. Like a dream.
I tried to help Kira and Scourge clarify the details of what they sensed, to bring their feelings into focus. But my guidance could only do so much. We all agreed that further exploration was necessary. Scourge traveled to a place I am unfamiliar with. There are ruins there that he suspects may have a connection to Darth Nul.
I wish the big guy was here. I can't remember the last time I did something like this without him.
It is for the best. Your paths will join again, though you must walk alone for now. My hope is that being in the presence of this fortress on Elom will make sense of the strange feelings you are having.
And whatever these feelings are, if they have something to do with Darth Nul, then maybe they could help you figure out what Malgus was trying to do. Guess we're about to find out, one way or another. The hand of the Empire's recovery team should have plenty to tell us.
Before we discuss anything else, it would be best if Kira and I familiarized ourselves with this place.
We'll meet you at the camp after we look around for a bit. I promise we won't break anything.
Talos.
Hello again. I am beyond honored to see your interest in our progress. This has certainly been one of the most intriguing expeditions I've ever participated in, even after all my time in the Reclamation Service. And working with Colonel Golah has been a truly enlightening experience.
It sounds like you've achieved much working with this team.
An apt observation. Believe it or not, this fortress may not have been as isolated as we first believed. Sifting through the wreckage, I've uncovered several artifacts that bear striking similarities to relics discovered on previous archaeological digs, on worlds far from this one. Once the relics here are thoroughly documented, I will conduct a full investigation into these connections. Perhaps you could provide a map that identifies other locations Malgus targeted. Oh, I shudder to think what other priceless sites he may have ransacked if you hadn't stopped him.
Malgus may be imprisoned, but we can't be complacent.
I completely agree. If you are so inclined, I would encourage you to examine some of the relics for yourself. You'll find them around the camp. Even the uninitiated can feel the power radiating off of them, but I do ask that you use caution when handling them. Do let me know if I can be of any further assistance.
A pleasure to see you again. It's been quite some time since the incident in the Dune Sea.
I'm glad to see you've offered your assistance.
We've been incredibly fortunate to have Colonel Golah join us. His expertise has been nothing short of invaluable to this team.
Thank you, Lord Rivix. Such high praise, especially considering the results of this mission.
What do you mean?
I've led many expeditions that were largely successful despite their dangers, but this one is unusual. Our time here has been relatively uneventful, yet we haven't learned much. Every fragment of every artifact found in these ruins has been examined twice over, but we still can't conclusively say why Darth Null built the machine inside this fortress. But with you here, perhaps we'll grow closer to solving this mystery. Anything you and Lord Rivix could tell me about your time here would be helpful.
No, I don't believe it.
What's happening?
That feeling I couldn't explain. I didn't think it would be this. This was from Darth Null's machine? That Malgus destroyed?
It was.
Darth Null. She was a child of the Emperor.
Valkorion had other children. Arcann's never mentioned them.
Not that kind of children. The children of the Emperor were a secret weapon. Kind of like the servants we stopped from killing Master Satele. They've both been around for centuries. The big difference is the servants blindly follow the Emperor. That wasn't the case for the children. The Sith would take people and implant them with a small piece of the old Emperor's power. Then he could control them, make them do whatever he wanted. Most of the children weren't even aware of what had been done to them. Not until it was too late.
But the Emperor is gone. If he had any control left over the remaining children, that connection has been severed.
This begs the question. Why would Malgus take such an interest in a pawn of the former Emperor? A centuries-old pawn at that. If only there was someone who could tell us more.
It sounds like you already have someone in mind.
Indeed, I do. According to the records we obtained, 2 dig teams were originally sent to Elom, one from the Republic and one from the Empire. Every member of both teams has been accounted for except one, a young Jedi named Kateen. All of our personnel files indicate that she's the Padawan of the Jedi historian who led the Republic's expedition team, Master Denom Orr.
A missing Padawan who survived an encounter with Darth Malgus. The Republic will be furious when we get to her first.
Their anger will be immeasurable. But let's not revel in it too soon. Kateen must have witnessed what Malgus was doing here. If she's alive, she will tell us all she knows.
And you're gonna ask her nicely, right? No Sith interrogation techniques.
That is something to decide when we locate the Padawan. But finding leads will take time. Until then, I have a suggestion. Speak to Malgus.
You think he'll say anything?
Not willingly, but the certainty he's placed in his own schemes can be used against him. If that fails, I'm sure that a little encouragement will compel him to reveal something useful. The path forward grows ever longer, it seems.
Ri'kan? It's me. It's Zahar.
Wait. Ri'kan. Please. Stop! What is wrong with you? I risked everything to be here and you won't even listen to me. If I hadn't saved you, who knows what these slavers would have...
What in blazes are you talking about? I'm not a slave.
But I thought...
You left. You don't know anything. This should have been my fight. My chance at greatness. But you stole it from me. Again.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Ri'kan. For everything. I shouldn't have spoken to you like that, and I'm sorry for leaving you behind. I regret it. All the time. I would give anything to go back and do things differently. I know I can never completely make it up to you, but please, can I at least try? You're all I have left. Whatever you need, I can help you.
I don't need you. But I do know someone who can use you. Follow me. Keep up and keep quiet, or you're finished.
There you are. We tried warming him up, but it went about as well as you'd expect.
He wasn't particularly forthcoming. Perhaps you'll have better luck.
Let's talk about Elom. What were you doing in Darth Nul's fortress? You're really not going to say anything? Give us some privacy.
Are you certain?
I have everything under control.
We'll leave you to it. Don't let your guard down.
Open your mouth and speak. Unless you want to see how far you'll fall. Why are you so interested in a child of the Emperor?
You are hopeless.
What did you say?
You're a fool, a witless, miserable wretch, and your desperate flailing against the inevitable is pathetic. You failed to see what was right before your eyes. Darth Nul was no child of the Emperor. She was the first, the mother of them all. Darth Nul created the children of the Emperor. She hunted the quarry. She broke them, indoctrinated them. His power, his will, but her methods, her inventions, until the Emperor no longer found her useful.
How fortunate that we destroyed all of her machines before locking you away for good.
Do you think a Sith like Darth Nul had no other designs? Do you think the secrets buried in that fortress will stay hidden forever? This is beyond your control. Everything my plan required to succeed has happened.
My vision will come to pass. Nothing you do will stop this.
Step back, now. Remember who's in control. Step out of line again and I will kill you.
Darth Nul created the children of the Emperor? That's way worse.
Malgus must have wanted to create something similar. An army of unwitting slaves.
He rebelled against the Empire with willing soldiers and he failed. This time he wanted to completely control his followers.
Maybe. It's not like he'd be the first Sith to try something like that. Did Malgus say anything else?
He said that capturing him stopped nothing. That Null's secrets wouldn't stay hidden forever.
Sounds like he was bluffing. Scourge and I spent years hunting down the last of the old Emperor's followers, and even we didn't find anything about Null.
And since we became aware of her existence, no one in the Force Enclave has found anything.
Non-existent records, a ruined fortress. The Emperor obviously got rid of Null and destroyed all of the evidence for good measure.
Not everything, apparently.
What do you mean?
While you were questioning Malgus, Darth Rivix sent us these audio files. They were recovered from a datapad his team found after you left Elom.
Expedition report. Day 4. Jedi Master, Theron Shan, Elom Recovery Team Leader. The more we examine the powerful device at the center of these ruins, the more concerned I become. There is a dark energy that radiates from it. One that I recognize all too well. I fear how being so close to it affects Sahar. But I must put my uneasiness aside for now. My focus must be finding and destroying the holocron Null left here. All of her designs, her plans, could be within. I will not stop until I erase every last dark stain left by the children of the Emperor. I must rectify all that we have done.
The children of the Emperor had a Jedi in their ranks.
He wasn't the only one. Master Orr mentioned a holocron. I didn't see one at the recovery team's camp.
Neither did I.
Didn't see anything about a holocron on the artifact list the recovery team sent over.
So we've got a missing Padawan and a missing holocron. Could be unrelated, but I stopped believing in coincidences a long time ago.
We should focus on locating the holocron before someone else decides to use it. And there's no guarantee that it's in the possession of Master Orr's Padawan.
We shouldn't commit to doing anything with the holocron until we've studied it ourselves. There may be something on it that benefits us.
There won't be.
Any major decisions can be made once we actually locate Saha Kateen or the holocron.
Fair enough. This has all been a lot. I think I'll go meditate for a while.
While we're on the subject of locating Darth Null's relics, I believe Arcann has an update on the investigation you tasked him with.
The search has been difficult. This world is even more unusual than Sana-Rae could have prepared me for. But I found something. There are ruins here abandoned long ago. What is left of the walls are covered in strange markings that I do not recognize. I tried to go further inside, but an overwhelming force energy keeps me from entering. Whoever left this place did not want it disturbed. Without a closer look, it will be impossible to learn anything about what Darth Null left here. I'm sorry. I feel as though I failed you.
If this lead has gone cold, how do we proceed?
If Arcann requires assistance, I am ready to offer it. I will go to these ruins and search them myself.
I would appreciate any support that can be spared, but the final decision is yours.
Don't let this setback frustrate you. You're more than capable of solving this.
All right. I'll return as soon as I learn more. I will not fail you again.
That was everything on the agenda.
I appreciate all of your hard work, but there's still so much left to do. Let's get back to it.
Shae, you answered.
Shae, it's been a while since we spoke like this.
That it has. Been a long hunt, but I found the vermin's nest. It's on an old dirtball of a planet called Runic. Looks like the traitor got a lot more spineless parasites to rally around her than I planned for. I know my limits. I can't take her down alone. Too many fools standing between her and me. But if you help me cut through the trash, I'll make her face me. We can end this once and for all. It's time for Hedda Cole to pay.